Hello and welcome to the 2D space shooter expansion known as Zuriel. Due to the space shooter being set in the clouds, we believed an appropriate theme would be something that constantly flies. The first ideas that came to the mind were dragons or demons. Dragons seemed too complex to draw in detail, therefore we decided to stay with demons, which gave room for a more design variety. Also, demons have a natural enemy, angels. This inspired the name Zuriel, which is an angel of harmony according to magical lore. This inspired us to create the nemesis to be the evil deity Baphomet from religious lore. As you hit start on the main menu canvas, the game begins and the player appears at the cursor as an animated angel. This animation was created by saving multiple versions of the sprite, which was created in Adobe Illustrator with its wings in different positions. Then we combined them all into an anim file on Unity and attaching it to an animator component within the game object on Unity. This is the same for all the enemy, boss and ally sprites who have wings within the game. The explosions that are instantiated on enemy destruction were designed and animated in the same way. The larger enemies require more arrows to destroy due to having more HP. Arrows from the player only deal 20 damage at base value. A power-up has a small chance of being dropped using the random range within Unity attached to the enemy prefab as individual prefabs with if statements which occur on collision due to the tag each power-up is assigned to. There are 5 power-ups. 2 increase the number of arrows the player shoots at a time. 1 doubles arrow damage. Another makes the player invincible for 5 seconds from colliding with enemies, and there is also a health pickup which increments HP by 1, however, does nothing if HP is already at the maximum of 3. In addition to the new power-up features, a boss is spawned on 2 instances based on the number of enemies already spawned within the Spawn 2D class. A mini-boss appears at 25 enemy count, and the final boss, Baphomet, spawns at 60 count. Bosses have their own class in order to shoot at the player to make the game more challenging. After the first boss is eliminated, an additional feature we implemented appears as a baby angel known as a cherub, which assists the player to make the final battle more bearable. The cherub, similar to all enemies, has its own way of moving. All moving objects are contained within the game and look like they bounce off the sides because we have set a boolean direction right equals true, which means that the objects are traveling vector right until they reach the position 4F. Then it becomes false and they move in the negative direction due to the else statement. We implemented this so the game feels more dynamic and also makes aiming at enemies a bit trickier, of course for some more exciting gameplay. The game over canvas is set as a new scene and loads upon final boss death to signify the completion of the game. Baphomet is made to look like illustrations in lore, and the demons are drawn directly from imagination into illustration with no sketching beforehand, as all of our sprite and designs were. However, with the background design we based it off of these images and wanted something pleasant looking for the characters to fly over, which wasn't too distracting since a lot is happening in the foreground.